this one straight. So what are we making?
Cake?
Yeah. Do you know what kind of cake?
No idea.
Do you want to guess?
I cannot read.
Today we're making, basically we're making pedophores, so we're going to be making a wedding cake, and it is going to be flavored with this. I'm kind of following a recipe from Land O'Lakes, and I want to say thank you to my beautiful camera woman, Sophie.
Hi. Thanks. You're welcome.
Okay, so I need a whisk. I don't have a whisk. Okay. Where's my whisk? So we're gonna start with the flour. Alright, I'm gonna start with the whole flour. Gosh darn it. Alright, so I'm gonna post the recipe to the bottom, I think, because I don't want to explain each of the numbers. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I add in the salt. And I'm not using baking powder, I'm using baking soda. So I had to third it. Then I'm gonna little whisk this. Little whisk. Alright, that should be combined enough. Alright. Shoot. Next is, we need to do the sugar. So I'm adding 1.5 cups of sugar. And then we're gonna do what's called creaming the sugar. It's stuck. Come on. Okay. So we go over here. So follow me! This part's gonna be kind of loud. Damn, Sophie?
Mm-hmm.
We stab.
Stabbing is the solution to everything.
No, it's not!
But it is.
I'm gonna break up the sugar first. This is the first time I make this recipe. Alright, now I stab. Shoot, I don't think this. Are we supposed to use salt and butter? I don't think it's salt enough. The solution is actually eating it. This is harder than it should be. Come on. Alright. No, it's okay. Okay. Ooh. Is that working? I'm taking a break. Break! I'm sorry.
Are you having fun yet?
No, I'm not having fun. I actually really don't like baking. Wait, don't give me that. I don't like baking. I prefer like cooking or grilling. Ooh, I'm covered in stuff. I prefer cooking or baking because baking you have to use like pretty exact ingredients and then you put it in the oven and then you just hope you did everything right. And I'm really forgetful because of ADHD, so I tend not to do everything right. Hence why we measured everything out beforehand. Getting close. You usually don't use the sugar though. When you're like the sugar to butter content is pretty weird. I don't. But then I'm not really on baking. Do you like baking?
No.
Do you like cooking?
No.
Do you like eating?
Yes.
Me too. You gonna smell it?
I can smell it from here.
You can? I can smell it from here, but I'm like right in there. So, Sophie, how's your quarantine going?
I'm bored and I've only gotten 500 words written. I was hoping for 5,000.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, rip.
I'm gonna call this good enough. I honestly forgot what the next part was, so I'm gonna go look at my computer again. What do I do? Oh shit, that's my dad. We can stop filming for a minute. Alright, So now next we're supposed to add these egg whites, 6 of them into this. It says 1 at a time, but I may have measured them all out. So I'm gonna get a spoon, I think, and do it like that. I think that's a good idea. Spoon! So, okay, that didn't work. Okay, so plop that in. Okay, and it's I like you just stepped away right there. Alright, more. I will probably speed this up, question mark. I'm gonna add 2 scoops. Yeah, add 2 scoops, I think. Thank you for being my camera person.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see it now, it's starting to look more like batter. I'm gonna get a spatula and I'm gonna scrape this down and then finish with this. Alright, so now that I've done this and it looks like a kind of like potato soup, I'm gonna add a little bit of each of these alternately, mix them in. I messed up. So next, I'm going to add I'm using imitation almond extract, but the almond extract to this, because I need to flavor it. It smells like wedding. Smell. I like this. Ooh. Okay. So the question is, flour or milk first?
You think I have any idea?
Think I'm gonna add flour, maybe?
Sure.
Okay. It looks watery, so I feel like, oh, you can see the bubbles. This is the baking soda starting to react to all this liquid we've added to it. Right. This is 3 cups of flour, so this might take a while. It's a lot of liquid though, so hopefully it blends nicely. Scrapey, scrapey. This is why I don't like baking.
That's valid.
I really want petits though, and the petit place is closed. Maybe I can bring some to my neighbor. I feel like my dad's gonna come home and he's gonna be like, why? I'm not gonna have an answer for him.
It do be like that sometimes.
Have you made cake before?
When I was like 8 and my friend and I got into the kitchen without my parents' permission.
Oh, you told me about that.
Yeah. It went awfully. It was awful.
Why did it go awfully?
Because you're expecting like an 8-year-old and a 9-year-old to be able to work an oven properly.
I've made cake before, but I don't make it very often because I don't like to cook. Well, I like to cook, I just don't like to bake.
There was no recipe. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't even make it in the oven. We made it on the stovetop.
So you made pancakes?
No, but it was in a cake pan. As I said, it was awful.
I just don't want it to spray at me whenever I do this thing.
Just do it.
This is why I make stress cookies, because I don't have to use this. My granny and I used to make carrot cake from scratch, and we'd like have to sift all the stuff like really well because we're grating the carrots, and that's the most work in making carrot cake is grating the carrots yourself. But it's worth it because it's like a lot juicier than if you do it the normal way. Because if you do it the normal way, like if you buy carrots that are already like shredded, they're not as, what's the word? Moist. I hate it. I hate it. Flour. Do you want to explain what we're doing in French?
No, thank you.
So, I feel like I'm not adding enough flour anytime. So I'm gonna slightly more. It makes it really work. And then. Okay. It's kind of smelling like bread.
Yum.
So pedophores are supposed to be made of like the remnants of wedding cake. But I like them better than wedding cake. So I'm hopefully just gonna make these. Oh my goodness. Stay. Okay. What's your least favorite thing to make that you've made before?
Anything with food dye.
Yeah. Why do you not like food dye?
Because it stains my hands.
Okay. I feel like I'm just cringing the whole time I make this. Am
Yeah,
I?
a little bit.
How I feel inside. Did I remember to preheat the oven?
Did you?
Did I? No. I didn't preheat the oven. That's what I had this for. Right, preheating. 350? I am. See. Fun and satisfying. I wonder if I should bring some of these to my neighbor.
I feel like that depends on how well they turn out.
What if they turn out really poorly?
Then consume them all yourself in one sitting.
In one sitting?
Yes. Just swallow them whole.
This batter's really thick. That's my father. It's lots of flour. KitchenAids?
I have no idea.
One of those. They're like these upright things. You can use for like making bread or pasta. It just spins and it's just really strong. And I always wanted one of those. It wouldn't be so much of this. I wonder if I used the right flour. Hey, so purpose. We're supposed to use cake flour? I don't think so. Well, it isn't flour, I think. That's what we're going with. Cake flour, I think, has a higher, what's the toxicity? Hey? I'm not expert.
I have no idea.
Where's the milk? Alright, I think we're done. Alright. Let's go. I'm gonna take this off. Ah! I'm too short! Okay. Okay. Oh, I still have to do it. This is not gluten-free. I like how you bake every day, basically.
Yeah, it's awful. It's my least favorite part of my job. You want to do the sides too?
Yeah, I was just seeing if I needed more. I'm gonna spread it with more. I think it needs more. This feels better. I could have just done better. But where's the fun in that? I think I'm gonna get a ladle and ladle this in, because I don't want to pour it. And I'm gonna do it about halfway, I think. Where are you? I want a big ladle. Do I have a big one? I'll just pick a poison.
Shiny.
Okay, I'm back.
Winter's coming.
Gosh darn it! It's beautiful. Do y'all make a lot of cakes?
No.
Y'all make cupcakes.
Nah. We don't make cakes. I wish we did. That'd be fun. We make a lot of croissants.
Do you roll them out or do you just...
We just throw them in the oven.
Oh shit. It's valid. Maybe croissants from like scratch I think it's pretty hard. Looks pretty hard.
Oh, yeah.
You have to like
And it takes a
roll
long time.
it out and then you have to put the butter and then you like fold it and roll it and then fold it and then roll it.
It takes a very long time.
You've made croissants before?
No, but I've seen recipes.
I suppose I could have done cupcakes. It might have been easier.
Well, it's too late now.
Well, I'll probably do one of these and then see, and then I might do cupcakes instead of this.
Mhm.
Even though I greased this already, I'll just wash it with everything else. Why does cooking take so many materials, utensils, and bowls?
Because life is suffering and then you die.
You're right. You think I didn't cook all the time? I don't know how people did this without the use of modern technology.
You suffer.
Well, yes, but you suffer, I feel like, a lot more.
Mm-hmm. It's the police. They've come for me.
What did you do?
Who knows?
You know!
Maybe I finally murdered. I'm kidding. He's still texting me. He can't be dead.
Let it be. I knew they were in there too. This is open. Do I have the small cookies?
Do you want me to check? I'm in taller shoes.
I might just get a... Alright. This is going in. Oh, it's cold at the bottom. Or wet. It's wet. Alright, I put in for 5 minutes. Ha! They're at the bottom. It's really hot up here because this top is really hot. It's a...
My eardrums.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna die and I'm gonna laugh at you.
You'd laugh at me?
Yeah, and then I'd call the ambulance, but only after laughing at you. Are you having fun?
No. I mean, it's more fun than staring at a wall.
And that's what you've been doing during quarantine?
Sometimes.
Good lord.
I'm disassociating, okay? I still think it's more fun than yoga. But yoga's fine. I still haven't mastered the... I don't even know what it's called. But it's all twisty and your whole body is like twisted.
The weird yoga pose.
Yes. And by mastered, I mean being able to stand up for more than 30 seconds.
Rip.
I don't think I'll ever actually master it. Gosh. I think I'm gonna start on this side and work this way. I wish I had like little cupcake things. I don't think I have
Papers?
any. Yeah, little papers.
Just go from a farther away distance and spray the entire thing.
I'm gonna take these globs out. This is satisfying-ish. I'm satisfied. I remember when I was like a lot younger, my mom used to make like layered cakes
Mm-hmm.
a lot. But she uses like a package, which is valid because I like to use packages too.
Do you know how much these are gonna rise?
I'm gonna fill them about halfway. That's usually standard. Could pipe these.
Or use a spatula.
So, anything you want to talk about?
Nothing interesting. Oh, they finally English subbed the second season of Medical Examiner.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with the entirely different cast. And they removed some characters completely.
Oh, that's a lot.
And it's a lot more dark than the first season. Like, the first season was a mix of, wow, that's horrible, and, they have a cute dynamic. And then, second season is just, wow, this is awful.
Like, writing perspective, or just...
As in, like, there is no happy interaction between officers. It's only, hey, look, another person got murdered.
That's concerning.
Yeah.
Sounds like your cup of tea, though.
Yeah.
I mean, the happy, like, does do good to, like, juxtapose. There it is. It needs 5 more minutes. Juxtapose.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
My ability to speak English started going bad once I started hanging out on the internet.
My English went bad once I started talking to you.
Me?
Yes.
Are you sure it's not just the entirety of the honors building?
Oh, yeah. But, like, my spelling on text messages, like, I used to be very formal, and now I'm like, the foods is ready. And so I started doing that with, like, other people, like my parents, a doctor friend.
That's funny.
I called, someone, we were doing Shakespeare, and I called someone a good bean to my 70-year-old professor, who was amused by this. I'm gonna have to clean this up. I really hope they don't rise too much.
My English used to be really good until I started spending my time on Discord, I think.
Discord will do it.
Yeah. Like, everyone used to call me like, oh, you're such a stickler for, like, proper spelling in English. And I'm just like, it really do be like that.
Is there such thing as too much lubrication?
In baking,
Yes.
it can affect the flavor, kind of, I think. Depending on the type of lubrication you're using. Honestly, I'm not sure.
Alright. This could be a disaster.
That's valid. Everything I touch is a disaster, so, you know. Are you proud of yourself?
No. This is what quarantine is doing to me. Like, let's make cake! I hate making cake! Cookies are hit or miss. And some of them are fun. I like making peanut butter cookies because you don't always have to, well, it depends on what kind you're making. You don't always have to have butter because the peanut butter is like kind of, depending on how you make them. I made them that way. So I may have overcooked this, but I'm going, it's cooled off some. I'm going to flip. Ooh, it came out. Yay!
It do a steam.
Swoosh. And then I'm gonna let it cool some more, and I'm gonna cut it up. I think. Yeah. The other stuff is in the oven. I couldn't think of the words. I was very happy that it just all came out and wasn't a disaster yet. It's really thick cake, which I guess it has to be because we're gonna cut it. Cool, all right. So now the cake is cooled off and they're really dense. Like I wanted to staple it to my ceiling fan to cool off, but I did not. These are how the little cupcakes came out. So we have to cut it to make them the right size. I'm not gonna cut off the top because I don't want to mess up with the integrity of the piece. Does this look good? Oh, that size? I like going left to right because I am an American and I speak English. There's way. This is really big. I think I might have overcooked this.
Rip.
Because I had to cook it longer than the recipe called for because it wasn't cooked in the center. I think I poured too much. It's probably the problem, is that I poured too much. Oh no. Here's you. I did not plan this out well.
Rip. It do be like that sometimes.
I just the whole thing and then cut it. If I ever make this again, which I probably will not make this way, I probably will make these little cupcakes because I like them better. And I think if I do cupcakes again, I should make them out of lower texture. It's really covered. Well, I made it really hard. Okay. I'm gonna get this one. See if I can. Oh shoot. I might have to leave some sugar. Yes. 1, 2, go. Look at it! It's like perfect. Kind of. Not really. It's not flat on the top. It's kind of perfect. I think they're beautiful, but they're really not. No, I'm just gonna put some hot lighting. I'll probably do something different, but. Metaphors are like my favorite type of cake.
Why?
I think I like them because they're really small, and I'm not really a big sweets person, but they're. I think I just really like almond.
That's valid.
What's your favorite type of cake?
I don't really eat cake very often. Yeah, I don't know. Anything besides chocolate.
Yeah, I feel like chocolate's just kind of overdone. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like everything's chocolate now. Like, I want something fresh, like lemon or raspberry or something.
I really like raspberry.
Me too. You can be this. Slowly. It's a learning process. Don't have anything to generate this way.
Right.
Okay, I'll start. You're gonna have to go over here. Little cake. Yeah, These are so perfect. Look at them. Okay, they're not perfect, but I like them. I think I am not a good mother. Because I pick my favorites. Right. I put this back over here. Slowly. Alright. Let's move this over here. And we start on the sauce. The recipe calls for, what's it called? Corn syrup. The recipe calls for corn syrup, but I don't have any corn syrup. So we're gonna use this instead. Oh shoot. You tripped on me. You look so unhappy.
Do I?
Yes.
I think that's just my face.
You look more unhappy than usual. Frick. I hope this works. And then I put 4 tablespoons of water also inside of it. Now we heat on stove. Yay! Oh, I love this fine. I feel like it needs more water. Oh, I need a can of water. Darn, you can see it. Now I can. Alright, so we can do 100C. I'll remove for a second. C. Oh, you want 100C? 100 Fahrenheit? Use 100 Fahrenheit. Yes, 100 Fahrenheit, not 100C. That would be a fire.
I like fire.
Yeah, but this wouldn't be a fun fire. Because I'd have to clean it up.
Valid. Sometimes bagels get stuck in the toaster at work and get set on fire.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
So much. So this is at 100 degrees, and now we're supposed to drizzle this over something, and I don't know how to. I'm gonna do that.
Paper.
Paper? Yeah, I guess I can pull out paper. Ow!
Do you just burn yourself?
Yes. I need to just. Here. So you can see that his legs breaking away. Yeah, I feel like it's not hot enough. What's here? I'm adding more liquid. I'm doing it now. It's empty! Why is it not working? It's not spreading out how I want it to. Do I need a smaller spoon? This is very unsatisfying. I think this is worse. Maybe it's not enough strain? Let's screw it. Oh, frick. Oh no. Ugh. this was a mistake. Oh, this was a mistake. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. I think I'm done.
Do you want me to turn the camera off now?
Yeah. So I have to try one. I'm gonna try. Oh no, I'm gonna. This I think is the one that came out the best. Ta-da! Guess I'll try this one. Personally, I like them better. I think without the sludge. I don't know where I went wrong.
I think it's when you added the water.
But before the water, it was like this.
I think you just waited too long to pour it over. Or didn't go fast enough, possibly. Because it looks to be about the right thickness.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know though. I'm not a baker. My mother's a baker. I'm sorry. That was a dumb joke.
Maybe I'll attempt this again.
Maybe smaller batch.